Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a blazer jacket and I've added black lining and uh, interfacing which is soft here for our jacket. So for the cutting of our fabric, at center back 1 and center front 1, add 0.5 inch at the side, at the neck, at the shoulder and at the side. We're going to hem by 1.5 inch. Then for side front 2 and side back 2, add 0.5 this side, at the shoulder 0.5, then at the side add 1 inch, at the armhole we're not adding anything. Then we're going to need 2 pieces of each. Ignore the 4 which I've put on center front. So 2 pieces of each. As you can see, these are 2 pieces, and now we go to, this is our center front piece and I added interfacing to it. So our 2 center front pieces, I'll put up the side front pieces on top of the center front like this. Then we'll go ahead and make a stitch over here. Join them from the side like that. So I have joined them, center front 1 and side front 2, and here's how they look like. So we're done with the front. We can now go to the back piece. So this is my center back and my side back. So place the side back on top of the center back like this. Then we're going to also make the stitches to join them. Make sure to iron your fabric, open the seams and iron. So this is center back 1 and side back 1, and same here. And the only thing remaining now is to join them from the center. Here at the center they will be joined like this. So place one piece on top of the other with right sides facing each other like this. Then we can go and make a stitch at the center. Make sure to iron up the seams, guys. Open them up and iron. So we're done with one back piece like this. So place your front piece on top of your back piece, and this will be joined at the shoulders by 0.5 inches. So let me just demonstrate how you join. Okay, so make sure they are in alignment. As you can see, open up the seams like this and make sure the other seam is open. By then I'm sure you'd have ironed, so it's already open. Make sure they are aligning to each other, the back piece and the front piece like this. Then you make your stitch. When you open this up, you notice that this line is continuous from the front to the back. Okay, and that's what we want to achieve when sewing. Then the lapel will form like this. Okay, then now we can go and do the same thing that we've done with the fabric on the lining. So here is our lining. So for center front 1 we need 2 pieces, not 4, and I have put the interfacing here. So we'll just join this the same way that we did with the actual fabric. The only difference with our lining is that it's 1.5 inch shorter. Alright, then we go to the collar. So it's on fold, as you can see, and I've added 0.5 inch all around this collar. And then you need 2 pieces of this. I've added interfacing to both the pieces of the collar. So as you can see, guys, this part is the part that we join to the neckline, this side. So what we're going to do is put a notch at the center of this side, which we join to the neckline. So we can put the notches on both pieces like this. Okay, so now we come to the center front. This extension that I had added in the drafting of the video was 1.5 inch extension. So I'll use 2 inches here because of the 0.5 sewing allowance we added. So that makes it 2 inches. So even at the other side, mark where the 2 inches is, and we'll put notches here. These will guide us of where to end when sewing the collar. Then I'll go to the back part of my jacket and place the center of the collar to the center of the jacket. Then we can just go ahead and pin this all around up to where the notch ends, and do the same at the other side. Okay, so I went ahead to pin and sew the collar, and I sewed from the center up to this side. Then I went back to the center and sewed the other side. Then this is how it looks like from the right side. This is how our collar looks like. Then do the same thing on the lining. So I've already attached it, and this is how it looks like on the lining with the notch over here. Then you can put in some snips. Just make sure not to cut the stitches. This will help your collar to lay flat, and then you can cut out excess. And lastly, we can go to the sleeve. So from my sleeve, which is 23 inches long, I'm adding 1 inch at the bottom, and at the side I've also added 1 inch for sewing allowance. And this is on fold. If you've not seen the video of how I made this sleeve, do watch it in the description box. At the cap, I'm not adding any allowance. Okay, so for the lining, we'll do the same, but let it be 1 inch shorter. So 2 lines for the back piece and 1 line for the front piece. These will guide me when attaching the sleeve. Okay, so you can go ahead and get the center of your sleeve and just attach it to your fabric. If you have a little bit of excess, it's okay, guys. You can add as much as 1.5 to the sewing allowance of the sleeve. Then I have attached my sleeve on the main fabric like this. Then even on the lining, I've already attached the sleeve. So now, how are we going to join these 2 pieces? So place these pieces right sides facing each other. Make sure the sleeves are deep inside so that you do not sew on them. Then I'll join them at the bottom. I'll join the lining and fabric from the bottom like this. I have joined them, and when you do this, you notice that the lining is shorter. All you have to do is pull it up so that it meets the collar like this. Then just let all the seams that are remaining to meet up like this, because we're going to sew from here to here, then here up to the collar, then we'll go straight up like this. We'll come down, then go to this side where the lapel is like this. Then I'll make separate straight stitches here at the lapel, and this is how it will look like. As you can see, the lining has pulled part of the fabric up. Okay, so we'll go and sew all around. So as you can see, the piece, the whole jacket is enclosed. Both the lining and the fabric, they are all enclosed. The right sides are enclosed inside. Make sure the seams are in alignment. The seams for the lining and for the actual fabric are in alignment when sewing. So I made this straight stitch up to here. Then I made a separate stitch that went from the lapel then to the jacket collar. Then it came down here, then came down to the lapel again like this. Then I made a separate straight stitch like this. Then here you can make a snip at the joining of the lapel and the collar. This will help it to sit flat even at the other side. Just make sure not to go through the stitch. Then I've opened the center back by 6 inches and pulled out the fabric. Then you can poke out these pointed edges of the collar and the lapel using a scissors, but don't be too rough. You don't want to damage your fabric. So this is what I'm just doing, poking out the pointy edges with my scissors like this. Okay, then this is what you get to have when you turn them inside out, as you can see. So the joining of the sleeve is remaining. So I'll pull out the sleeve to the wrong side. So both sleeves are pulled out. Then make sure they lay flat on top of each other. So just make sure they are laying flat in a straight position, not twisted, just in a straight position. Let them lie in alignment like this. Okay, like this. Then we'll go ahead and fold this fabric like this. The lining and the fabric, we fold them because we want the right sides to face each other when joining, right? So this top part will join the top part of the lining. The bottom part will join the bottom part of the lining. So the bottom part and the bottom part, you make sure they align like this. Okay, they align like this. Guys, just try it out. You will get it as you do it. So I'll be as slow as I can. Just watch me join these two sleeves together. So I'll put my stitch there to guide me. Then I'll keep in mind the back piece is attaching to the back part of the lining. So you pin them like this, then you see that you'll be able to turn them up like this, and they'll be easier to pin when you come to the upper part of the sleeves, because they'll just lay flat like this on each other, right sides facing each other like this, right sides facing each other. Then you have something like this. Okay, you have something like this. So if you get it right, your hand should be able to go in. As long as it's been twisted in any way, your hand will not be able to go in. Okay, so I'll just pull this to the right side like this, and as you can see, it has come out perfectly. It is lying flat. There's nothing that seems to be twisted or anything like that, and my hand can pass through. Okay, so you know you're in the right track if you can do that. So I'll repeat that even on the other side of the sleeve. Okay, just make sure your hand can go in like that, and you can check the inside part. This is what we are trying to achieve. Okay, then here is our jacket. It needs a good pressing. Here's how it has turned out. Don't forget to close the open seam with an invisible stitch. Otherwise, we are done.